everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Eagles going up against the Rams.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's Goff. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on third, Goff. And he fires one, but incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Now Wentz on third down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Michael Brockers with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Donnie Jones now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Super 66.
Out of the gun. Gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Defense showing blitz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Pumphrey last year at San Diego State led the country over 2,100 yards rushing. The question now, how do you see him translating to the NFL?
Well, I hear all the naysayers talk about him being less than 180 pounds, but look, the production at San Diego State, the number of carries, this kid has toughness. He will carry the ball and surprise people. Look, he broke Marshall Faulk's record at San Diego State. That's got to count for something.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he motions the wide receiver. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wentz now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Wentz to throw again. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. They'll run it here with Blunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
In motion left goes Smith. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Oh, he's got some... Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big run there by Gurley. 53 yards. Now Dunbar. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Goff. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable out there. He was an All-American as a Trojan in 2011.
Yeah, really trained to be an NFL player. I mean, he watched a lot of NFL cut-ups and tapes of wide receivers while he was in college before joining them on this stage.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. On 1st and goal, Gurley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The one running back is Gurley. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the D looking like they may blitz. Working from the gun. Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Going on first is Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. LaFell will go in motion left. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Dumps it off to Gurley. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down now after the pass completion. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw on second down is gone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. Third down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right. No good. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This will be taken in at the 1. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with him. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A gain of 3, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Wentz to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Blunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on 2nd and 10 now. Smith will come in motion right. Smith, the man in motion left. Slot man moves right. To throw is Wentz. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Tyron Walker. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyron Walker in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Oh, shifty. Whoa. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st down, gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Play clock winding down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 23. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder, trying to prove something.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's Goff now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Six yards to go here on second down. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. And the wideout in motion. Here's Wentz to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And the Cardinals moving out in front late. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Wentz now on first down. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now a carry for Blunt. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. So it'll be first down here after the run. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now the Cowboys have taken the lead in a very offensive-minded game. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. In the red zone this time. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Donnell Pumphrey. And now it's second down. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Rams, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.